Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on Shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward Golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
It's starting already. Good morning. How are you? Everything well? Fantastic then. Brad spoke. Does it make you feel it? Maz, does it make you feel any better?
No. Worse.
Do they make more sense?
No.
Do you see a clearer picture of what his
I
vision
see what he's doing, yeah. He's going to sign his players. He said, the hell with it. I'm going to sign my players and go shop at the dollar store. That's what he said. That's what he said.
In case you guys missed it.
Shout out Jeff Iafredi and the
Big
guys.
shout out, man.
Jeff and
I'm proud of
Colton
that guy, man.
Pouncey and Will Birchfield and, of course, Justin Rogers. Justin, great dude, too. Like, Jeff and Justin, I know those guys. I don't know the other guys too much. Pretty good conversation. So let me start with this. I'm guessing you guys watched it. Maz is pretty cool. He got a bunch of clips with it. I'm guessing you guys watched it. Was there anything said, and please don't take this disrespectfully, to one of the four guys that did this, or to Brad. Was there anything said that you didn't already know? Or didn't already assume?
No.
Do you know what it did for me? KG and I were talking about this before the show. It hammered home the point that if you don't get it yet, it hammered home the point of what Maz said, that, you know what, he's going to go with his own guys, and I understand that. That's what general managers do, okay? And we have to get it through our head. He's just not going to put a big premium on the other side, on the defensive line. We all. I say that to me, KG.
Sean, you don't know how many times as I'm watching that, I just hear your voice. He doesn't put a premium on the other side of the defensive line.
He doesn't
the whole
put a
time,
premium
and he kind of admitted it. And I know we got clips, so we'll get into it. First and foremost, I do appreciate Brad Holmes for doing stuff like this, because I remember times and regimes that you wouldn't hear a whistle from those guys up in Allen Park. So I do appreciate him for kind of acknowledging the fans, kind of some of the concerns, and answering those questions. But like you said, it confirmed a lot of stuff that we all kind of already knew. But it's good to have that confirmation. It gives me a little bit more clarity about the offseason and just the way they've moved to this point and kind of how they're viewing this season. And do I agree with everything? No. No, I'm just be flat out. I'm a fan at the end of the day, but I can respect where it's going, and I can respect some of the processes that he does utilize with this team.
It was a reminder to me as well, because I didn't watch it until later. Yesterday afternoon, we were at Second Best before we went to the Wings game last
Shout out
night.
Second
More
Best.
on that later. Second Best is just
Amazing.
those wings, dude.
Yeah.
Gosh. But anyway, we were all sitting around. There were a bunch of us sitting around chatting about the draft. And I allow this is a me problem, okay? This is a me problem. I want to stress this. This is a me problem. But I think a lot of you guys probably, do you know what I allowed myself to do? Well, what if Falk is there at 17?
Yeah.
What if this edge or that edge? Listen, after hearing him talk, it reminded me again of exactly the line that you brought up. He doesn't put a premium there. My jaw would drop all the way to the floor if he ended up taking an edge in the first round. It just would.
Yeah, and they did a good job of kind of like, I don't want to say pressing, but reiterating like, hey, do you know, if edge is there at 17 and, you know, best player available, and would you sacrifice for need and different things like that? And he kind of answered it. I feel like if the right player, because he said this a lot, it has to be the right player. But if they view that one of these edge rushers is the right player for what they're trying to do right now, then yeah, I kind of feel like he will take an edge this year. But it all depends on what player is going to be available at the time they hit that board. Because I don't see Brad maybe getting aggressive as he's done in years past with this draft. But it's yet to be seen.
There's one sound bite. It's about 2 minutes long, and it's this is him. And we said it. He just wants to be good for a long time. Sustainability. He's not going for the big name. He just goes for names, guys that fit their program, guys that can continue to help them be 9-8, 10-7.
No, don't say that.
Well, he didn't give the numbers, but that's what he said. I want to be good for a long time. I don't want to be up and down, and you'll hear that a little bit later. But we've said that. They're just good. I don't think they're a Super Bowl team, and I know there's still time to fill in the blanks, and we'll hear from them.
The thing that I'm trying to remind myself is how cyclical the league is and how cyclical particular years are, okay? And what I mean by that is, case in point, the Seattle Seahawks, right? Seattle was a good team, right? They're a good team.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of all came together last year.
It did.
In fairness, right? Is that a fair statement?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a slapdick, all right?
They were in 48. They won 48. They lost 49 at the goal line, and they won 60. So it took them 11 years to get back to the Super Bowl.
And they were kind of cute for a couple years with Geno Smith.
Yeah.
They were. Cute little team.
They gave us everything we wanted.
Geno Mahomes against
Yeah.
us.
Right.
Jeez, oh, Pete.
But we also got to realize that was like the end of Pete Carroll, you know, and in terms of him in Seattle. So it was a transitional period. And then you end up going to the Super Bowl with a second-year coach, I believe Mike McDonald is. Second year. So, I mean, they've done a pretty good job of turning it around. But it took a little time, and it took a little bit of roster building along the way. So
And you know what? Everything just kind of came together last year.
Yeah.
You know,
Things fell in their
for
lap.
whatever reason, Frisco had their injuries. We know what happened to us. The Bears weren't ready for prime time.
Yeah.
The Packers have kind of been that good team in recent years.
The Eagles weren't
They're
the
always
Eagles,
in it,
yeah.
but
They lost their best player.
yeah, well, that's huge. I mean, no doubt about it.
We
But
lost
I mean,
Hutch. They lost, you know who.
Hasn't the Packers' MO been? They've been good for a long time. They've been good, but do you really think that they're going to win the NFC? Right? That's kind of been their MO, even going back to Aaron Rodgers. And the Rams, a lot of people thought, okay, this is the Rams, and Seattle took care of business. So, you know, maybe that's what he's going for. Okay, I know that everybody thinks, but you know what? In one particular year, things could come together, and all of a sudden, we're the healthy team.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we're the team that we played the long game, and now, you know what? We're healthy. And we're watching Frisco be beat up, or we're watching Philly be beat up, or whatever. I think that's what he's doing.
Yeah, and guess what, Sean? It kind of already happened for us already. In 2023, that was a year in which nobody thought that we would get to, you know, a half away from the Super Bowl.
Right.
But it all kind of came together. You know, it was a year in which, yeah, you went 9-8 last year, didn't make the playoffs, but you felt like the team was picking up steam, picking up momentum, and everything fell in their place that year up until the collapse that we saw in the second half. So could it happen again? Sure. Because I will say that I don't think Brad outright makes a lot of bad decisions, and that's a good thing. That's something that we haven't had maybe ever as Lions fans. But can you question, okay, can you be a little more aggressive at times or when certain situations pop up? I think that's the biggest Achilles heel of Brad and where the disconnect between the fan base and what he's doing right now. That's what it is. It's the fact that we see how close we are. And if you maybe made some adjustments to some of your thinking, maybe we could get there faster. But I'm not mad. I can't be mad at the approach he's taking because it's gotten us the most success we've ever seen.
It really is, all right, if we're in it, we got a chance kind of mentality.
Right.
And I'm going to say it again. I don't blame people. If you're already in the chat jumping on KG or jumping on me, stop for just a second, okay? Number one, it's our job to look at both sides, okay? Number two, please consider the source. I'm pretty sure I can speak for KG here. And I know I can speak for Maz and JB, all right? Yes, I want it. I want it now. I want to be aggressive. I want to say, nope, this year. This is the year. This is the year. I want to say it emphatically, just like I did in 2024. I want that same feeling where literally every fiber of my being believed that we were the best team. I wasn't being a slappy. I hope you guys know me by now. If I think that something is less than, I'm going to tell you it's less than, okay? Doesn't mean I'm always going to be right, but honest to God, I want just for me, not for any of you guys. I'm going to be selfish here. I want to sit back and go, yes, holy crap, we are the team to beat, okay? And I don't, there he is. I don't feel that way right now.
And that's fair. I think that's fair. You've regressed the last 2 years.
Yeah. So we'll see. Shout out Nitty Gritty. What's up, buddy? Nice to see you again. He was hanging out with us yesterday at Second Best. It was a good time. Good time.
Yeah, I just been sitting.
All right. So where do we start? Let's start with Maz. Did a good job of pulling up some of these clips. How about this, JB?
What's up?
Brad Holmes on all the 1-year deals.
We knew what kind of financial constraints that we were in entering this, and it had to take a lot more looking at everybody from top to bottom. You know, when you have more money to spend and lesser constraints financially, you can do a lot more focus on just the mid to upper echelon guys, and you don't have to really you can get to the, let's call them tier 2 and 3 and 4 guys a little bit later. But when we're looking at the constraints that we had financially entering in, it's like, okay, all right, we're not going to be able to do a lot of multi-year deals, because for what we're trying to do with these extensions that we have upcoming, the implications that it would have on our cap would be, I don't want to call it crippling, but it would have been hard to overcome. Guess I could say. So we were kind of limited in how many multi-year deals that we actually could get, and that takes apart. We can want that, but then the player and the agent has to agree to it too. And so,
does it make more sense? Maz, I'll talk to you. Hearing that explanation, does it make more sense?
Well, I understand how he's thinking. It makes sense to him. It is what it is. He went out, and I said it. You get one guy a year. One guy for $8 million a year, and then the rest he fills in the holes. So he got Cade Mays, and the rest he filled in the holes. That's his way of doing things. Each general manager has it's their team. There's nothing we can do about it. That's how he wants to run his team.
Do you know what he basically said? What we've been saying for weeks. I'm not joking, all right? We have enough data on Brad to look and do an adequate job of articulating what he's doing. And he just reaffirmed it to me, okay? We want splashes. We want to be, let's be in on this guy. That's not the way he does things. How many times have we talked about it, okay? Hey, you guys, seriously, don't get your hopes up, all right? We're probably going to make one big splash. It's not always going to be sexy. Listen, going out and getting a center to the average fan is not sexy. We all want shiny things, okay?
It was to us, though.
It was to us.
Yeah.
But you had to get a legit center. The question was, do you feel good enough about Ratledge to say, all right, we tried it out last summer. We even talked about maybe this being a thing in the future. Let's unleash it. Or do you go get that center? They went and got a veteran center, an anchor to the line. I'm never gonna cry over that, okay? Did I want more? Of course I wanted more. But we have to come to grips with, we have enough data now, okay? He isn't going to be busy at trade deadline. That's just not his MO. Maybe he surprises us. Maybe this is the year, Maz, that Brad surprises us. That something becomes available and we go, damn, that's out of character. But it would be an exception to the rule, okay? And I think we've seen how he proceeds in the offseason. I think we've seen how he proceeds in the draft. And this is why, as KG brought up, he was like, he could hear my dumb voice. he doesn't put a premium on that other edge. And that's a shiny thing. That to Brad Holmes, that's a shiny thing. He's not interested in it. And we'll see if it works. I don't if it doesn't work, you know the routine. If that pass rush doesn't improve this year, and I pray to God that he knows it has to improve.
Yeah.
Okay? I pray to God every one of you guys know it has to improve, okay? Forget about the totality numbers. We've said it 1,000 times. Okay? Think about how many times a guy set up camp in the offensive backfield and had an eternity to throw. You've got to get more pressure on the opposition's quarterback. More consistent pressure. Down in, down out. Maz, you better get used to it. I'm coming for you. Okay? And where you're barking across the line. I'll be there in a second.
Yeah.
I'll see you in a sec, okay? You better hold on to the ball because I'm going to be there, and things like that. It's not his thing.
That's one of the things I disagree with him on, because he mentioned it a lot. He values setting the edge more than getting to the quarterback, because he said, literally like damn near verbatim, when you get after the quarterback and go crazy with that, there's a lot of times where you could get burned. So he views it as, if I'm getting to the quarterback a little too much, we can get gashed in the run game, and they value stopping the run a little bit more than getting after the quarterback. Not saying he don't care about it at all, but his priority list is, hey, we're going to stop the run first and foremost. If we can get to the quarterback after that, then that's what we'll do.
Isn't that what Tyreek's there for?
Yeah.
Isn't that what Aleem's there for, to stop the run?
Yeah, but you have to be stout on the edges too, and I get that. But I would much rather value getting after the quarterback first, and whatever I can stop in the run game, I'll do that second. But that's just me.
I think you know my feelings.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry, that's the league
and that's
today,
the feeling of most fans, and that's where the disconnect has been.
And he's just not. Now, let me say this again. Maz, please don't yell at me. Maybe the answer lies within. Maybe one of the edges on this team, maybe it's Hassani.
He likes Hassani.
Maybe it's Hassani. Maybe that's
That's
guy
fine.
that, oh my gosh, we just unleashed this guy. Look at the incredible value. He's everything we dreamed of, and we can still have that interior pressure. Maybe that's.
I hope it's true.
So do I.
I hope it's true.
So do I. Brad talking about this free agent class. And look, before we hear this, JB, you guys, this was not going to be bells and whistles, this free agent class.
But we thought it might be.
I didn't.
Well, I was hoping. I guess I was hoping it would be.
We have enough data that suggests he'll make one splash, and then he'll I'm going to fill this hole, I'm going to fill that hole, I'm going to fill. And there's still a lot of holes remaining. I'll defer to KG. KG said this might take a couple. See? Look at see, man, I'm filling the holes. I'm going to fill this one. I'm going to fill that one.
Thank you, Chris.
This might take a couple off seasons. Let's wait till, tell me if this sounds familiar. Let's wait till August.
Player acquisition never stops.
Maz just made.
Y'all know.
It was like I showed him the picture of my swollen balls again. Like, you should have seen the face he just made.
Maz think BH is on the spectrum. he thinks he the Subway guy.
Holmes on this free agent class.
Scouting and evaluating free agents, that is like constantly in my head. That's written up on my whiteboard. And so that's why I knew that we just like we had to do the best we can, and we had to, from our standards, nail this free agency the best way possible. And look, I'm not going to say anything is perfect, but we feel really, really good with what we were able to accomplish. But it just kind of happened to come out that way. But we weren't like, we got to get younger. We got to get younger. Like that wasn't the intention. It was just like, it just happens to be the right players that we wanted to target. The players that we wanted to bring back just kind of happened to fit in that mold.
See, you're doing the same thing that I am. I'm listening to Brad and watching Maz.
I swear.
We think we did a really good job, and immediately I look at Maz, and he just goes like this. I want to watch ET.
Yeah. I think Tommy Two Shoes has had enough. That's the face he's making right now. He's
Look,
had enough.
he's got his way of doing things. He's going to sign Gibbs. We'll show you that in a bit.
Yeah.
Gibbs is getting a deal this year. The Detroit Times reported that. And he's going to sign Campbell. That's what he's doing with all the money that he got from Jared Goff's contract. He's going to take care of his two number ones. That's what he's going to do.
The one line that he said that kind of made you cringe, and my guess is a lot of people probably cringe at that moment as well, is when he said, "I think we did a really good job this offseason." It's how do you define a really good job?
He replaced Monty, and he replaced Glasgow. That was his job. He downgraded on Monty, and he upgraded on Glasgow. He saved money.
Our linebacking core is less than right now.
Less
Fair?
than.
Fair?
He don't view
Yeah.
it that way.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I think he means like he felt like he did a good job because of word of the day here, people. Financial constraints. He used that word a lot throughout this whole hour-long interview. There are certain constraints in place to which he is just not willing to bend or break, and it's because he wants to sign his own guy.
Yep.
So
Here's what it is.
Which I can't fault him for that. That is what general managers do. That is what general managers want their own guy. They want to build the team in their own image. Paging Scott Harris. Anybody? Scott Harris? Maz, how many times have we talked that that's what Scott Harris wants to do?
Yes.
If it hasn't
This will be his team.
If it hasn't become apparent yet, it will soon. All right? That you trust me,
Yeah.
it's coming. You know, a lot of the guys that you're going to see here are going to be Scott Harris guys. I think the guys that aren't Scott Harris guys, they're not all going to be jettisoned out of here. But don't be surprised, including some of those coochie coo names. You know, wait till you see Chase Young. You know,
Right.
things like they're just not. It's not going to. And further, general managers are more apt if Maz is a Brad Holmes guy. He's going to give Maz more rope than he's going to give me. I'm not a Brad Holmes guy. I wasn't his pick. I might fit what Brad's looking for, but what makes him look better? You know, when all the things that we do in the media, when we go back and look at a draft 2 years later, right? How did this pan out? All right. Well, it looks better on Brad if Maz was taken in the 4th round and Maz is doing first round things or second round things. All right. With me, it don't matter. He's from the other regime. We can go find another one. I'll find another Baligian in the draft.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
7th round, of course. But you know what I'm saying.
The right player is available at the right time, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Holmes.
Hold on to this one.
What did you say? Can you repeat that?
Hold on to your you-know-whats for this one.
Buckle up.
Holmes on running out of money to address the edge.
One thing I get asked the most is, or at least told the most more so, is Penei Sewell playing left tackle. When is Penei Sewell going to play left tackle? And I guess I'll ask you, has there been any conversations, maybe this?
For that one in a second. All right. This is the one that has Maz doing, oh, my migraines. It starts with this, you guys, but as JB sets this up. Maz will wince for a second, and then all of a sudden his two hands go to his temple, and he just goes, oh.
I close my eyes. I'm
There
trying.
it is. It starts with that, see?
Yeah, I'm
There
trying.
it is.
I'm trying to.
Oh.
I'm just trying to take it all in. You know, when I listen to him, he's like he drones on. It's just like it doesn't change tone. It's like
He don't change.
no. It's like I don't know.
He's.
Almost like he's talking down to you. That's the way I feel.
I wouldn't say that. He does always have the answer though. He does seem to have.
And if you don't like your question, he's going to do what, KG?
He's gonna not answer your question.
How's he going to not
but
answer it?
You listen. It's not that I'm not trying to answer your question, but I'm not gonna answer your question.
Yes. Fair enough. All right, you got it, JB?
No. So that link is the same one as the.
Oh, I'm
page.
sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm trying to find the video
All right.
now if you guys want to.
All right.
Keep discussing.
We'll keep chatting for a minute. Then.
All right. That's
Lots
you
to talk
guys. Sorry, he doesn't put premium on it. It's. I know a lot of us want it. I would say a vast majority of us want it. And he just doesn't put a premium on it. And I'm not going to sit here and say that he's wrong. I disagree. I think getting after the quarterback is very, very important. I just do in the National Football League.
Let me ask it this way. If, let's say, 2026, it doesn't necessarily go according to plan, he gets burned on a couple things, a couple signings defensively that he may have made, do you think that that'll be enough to spark change? Do you think that he's just rigid, like he'll never change? Or would it take something big enough to maybe force him to change?
That's a great question. The way that I look at it, okay, and maybe I'm the wrong guy to bring this up, but if you keep doing something and expecting the results to be different, that's a you problem.
Yeah, insanity.
Right? I mean, really, that's what. Yeah, what's the old saying? The definition is doing the same thing and expecting the results to be different.
Yeah.
At some point in time, you have to change it up. You do. You have to change it up. There's no other way to say that.
All right, I think I got it.
All right. So here's what we're talking about. I know this is going to frustrate a lot of people like it frustrated Maz.
In some ways, want him over Al-Qadim Muhammad.
Well, actually, it wasn't. It wasn't one of. It didn't come down to that. It didn't come down to this player versus the other. He was another one that I knew what we needed to do on the offensive line. We were all very aware of what we were going to do on the offensive line, and so once we made those financial commitments on the offensive line, I pretty much had a good sense that I don't think that we're going to be able to do much else when it comes to that position. That's another expensive position. Like what they call it, it's a premium position. So basically, it wasn't like we're choosing this player over that player. I wouldn't even say the financials were exactly the same as well. But just once we made that decision for the offensive line, we made that commitment, it kind of took us out of some of those other options at edge rusher, including Muhammad.
Including Muhammad, who I found out got a $2.5 million deal, and then he can make an upwards of $6 million. And I was the first guy to tell you, look, don't overpay for this guy. But $2.5 million to keep, a guy that was pretty good for you. Not great throughout the season. 7 games, he got most of those sacks. But $2.5 million the Bucs signed him for. Just saying.
So you know what he just said, Maz?
Go to hell?
Nice. He didn't say that, but
No, do you know what he just said? And I understand why KG said that he heard my dumb voice. He doesn't put a premium on that position.
Right. I get it.
That's what he just said.
Hey.
That's down the list of priorities. And again, okay, fair enough. I'm never going to be one of those guys that sits up here. There are way too many guys like that in the media. I could do his job. I couldn't do his job. I couldn't. I know things, but those guys, they're a different breed, man. They are. They're just, that's their life. It's all day. They live, breathe, eat, sleep at the compound, all that stuff, all right? I'll just say very politely, I disagree with that. I do. I disagree with it.
He hasn't watched the other defenses. Just in his conference. He hasn't watched the Philadelphia Eagles get after the quarterback, the 49ers, the Seahawks get after the quarterback, the Rams get after the quarterback. He doesn't want that type of defense.
Nah, I think it's more, they value more versatile players. And he talked about it with the offensive line, like how they acquire Drew Scruggs and Larry Borum and stuff like that. I know we'll get into that. But he liked the fact that they can do multiple things. He brought that up a lot. Drew Scruggs can play center and both guard spots. Larry Borum can play both sides of the line, and he started a lot of games. They value guys that can do a lot of things, unfortunately. I mean, and AQ was one of those guys he seemed one-dimensional.
I wish You know how, JB, you know how you put the curtains down on the other side? I wish you could put a curtain down so I can't see Maz's dumb face.
I know it ain't what you want to hear, man.
Is there a curtain that you can, like, right down in front? I'll look at nitty-gritty all day. Maz's facial gestures today, you're killing me, dude. Are you really that bummed out? Yes!
He's walking back at 9-18. And he's going to pay his top guys. Good. I'm glad they're going to get paid. They're good for their families.
All right, can I ask you this?
Good for their families.
Not good for me.
Can I?
Good for their families.
Can I ask you, Cade
I
Mays?
mean, have you heard of, you can wait another year? Have you heard about that? You could wait another year to pay these guys. You have them under a thing called a contract. And then there's a thing called a franchise tag. Teams use the franchise tag
Not a lot.
so they could spend money on other positions. That's all I'm saying.
I love that's all I'm saying.
Oh man,
Do you
not
think
the,
that
not
Cade
the
Mays is the
stub,
answering
dude.
center?
Yeah, he's going to help.
Do you think that protecting
DJ
Jared,
Wanham?
Do you think that protecting Jared Goff
Of course.
is of the utmost importance?
Of course, because you're going to have to outscore everybody. I know that's how you win games, but you know what I'm talking about. You're going to have to score a lot of points.
I think that's where his brain is.
So he's already given up.
No.
He knows.
He'll get
Not
to that
give
in
it
a
up,
second.
man.
He'll get to that. Remember, there's still more free agents to be had.
Oh,
Then there's this thing called the draft. Then there's undrafted free agents.
oh, you love that.
Then
Cuts?
cuts. Trash heap guys.
And
One
Maz,
man's trash is another man's treasure.
and
Correct.
Maz, Brad said that the player acquisition process is a 24/7 process.
We're
It
not
never
done yet,
stops.
Maz.
It never
24/7.
stops.
24/7.
Yes,
How many players has
Like
he
the
taken through the season?
I'm just saying.
One.
That's what he told us.
One, Zadarius Smith.
Who retired, by the way.
That's all he ever got in his tenure
Do you
here.
think Z would come back? I'm dead. I'm joking. Let's not start that again.
Two
That's
for
a
it.
joke.
Will Z come back? 248.
All right.
Okay.
Maz, you'll be happy to know they're not done in free agency yet.
And we're not done yet. Like we're not done yet. Like we're still, we got our eyes open leading all the way up until the draft. So this thing's not over with yet. Now I don't have a crystal ball. Don't take that as like the definite, because if we don't sign anybody and then you're gonna say, but no, seriously, like we're still actively looking, still actively having discussions with players' agents. So we're not done. So wherever it's set now, we're going to keep adding. And then obviously when the draft comes, we're going to add as much as possible there with the right guys. And then when the draft's over, we're going to keep adding. We're going to keep adding post-draft. And
There it is. Keep adding post-draft.
I-
Those are your guys.
Did
the
I lie to
undrafted,
you?
the UDFAs. And then they're going to build that practice squad to be the best practice squad in the NFL.
John Iffelore's to go, man. Shout out to him.
Honestly, that's sweet. We're going to keep on adding. Did someone give this guy a gift card to Dollar General? Just go in. It's unlimited. Spend $1 million. Spend $900,000. Go out and fill your holes.
What is he filling the holes with, man?
He's got the Flex Seal going. Billy Mays coming down from heaven and walking around with Brad leading him
Rest in peace,
down the
Billy.
aisle. Hey, look, there's the Apple Jacks in the little plastic thing. You can take in the car with you. Eat the snack pack. There's corn pops, the little ones.
Core pops, bro.
Wow, a box of Quisp. That's gold. We could get $35 for that box. Grab it for $1.99.
Are you saying Brad Holmes is
Who's he Who's he shopping for? Who's left? Joey Bosa's got one leg.
Oh man.
Who's left?
This is why we don't get to do nice stuff.
All right, I'm trying really hard.
Shout out to everybody that was up there. This is why we can't go, though.
I can't look at your face. I can't even look.
I couldn't believe. I was up to 1 in the morning last night.
Jessica Mendoza.
I had to bowl last night. By the way, if you want to call what I did bowling, worst night of my life.
Bad night.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Then I come home. It's 11 at night. Got to go to the bathroom. Got to take care of business. It's 11:30. Sit down on the couch. Put on HBO because I got hooked on the Tiger Woods documentary that I watched years ago. Boy, that guy is something. I wish we could do a whole day on Tiger Woods.
Facts.
Anyway,
I'll be down for that.
1 o'clock in the morning, I'm done putting all these sound in, and couldn't be more proud of my guy, Jeff Iafrate. Couldn't be.
Shout out.
Part of this new podcast called the Lions Collective Podcast. And that's where we got all this sound. They did just about an hour with Brad Holmes.
Great questions by the guys.
Great stuff.
Yeah, they asked every question that was on.
And I just couldn't believe some of the stuff I was putting in. He's going to do it his way. He's Frank Sinatra. He's doing it his way. That's it. So we got to live with it. I guess he knows what he's doing.
To use the poker analogy, he is not going to push his chips in on the table.
No.
You know what? He's going to Maz. I'm not saying this so you can make a Dollar General joke, okay? He's going to nickel and dime you. He's going to win that pot. He's going to win that pot. He's going to win that pot, and hopefully,
by the end of the night, he's even.
No.
Yeah.
That's not the way I was going with it.
Well, he's
Hopefully
even.
he's got a pretty good stack at the end of the year that gives him a pretty good chance of winning.
He's the guy that's even at the end of the night. How'd you do? I lost 50. How about you? 120. How about you, Brad? I'm even. It's the same team, minus the guys that they let go, Anzalone, Muhammad, bunch of others. And they brought in other names.
How many guys? It's funny you bring him up. That because I was thinking, how many people knew that Alex Anzalone existed? I'm not being funny. How many people knew that he existed when he came here?
I did.
I knew he existed, but I knew he wasn't that good at the time, or at least I didn't view him as that. So.
I thought he was pretty good.
What wasn't
He was
what,
all right, but
before he got here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he
about
stands out. He looks like a Greek god.
Well,
he stands out.
It's the whole Thor thing. But
Yeah.
I think what happened is they put a circle around a guy, and they said, we think this guy is better than certainly the circumstances in which he was at, and we think that there's another level here for this guy. And that's what they're looking for. Man, that's what they're looking for. That's what every GM is looking for.
He rocked the C on his jersey, that guy. He
guys
had the
that-
microphone in his helmet.
Guys that we maybe don't, it doesn't raise the bar.
Yeah.
Like you hear a signing. I mean, like let's be honest, all right? The Lions signed Alex Anzalone. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, but
wasn't that the reaction? Okay.
Okay, but at that time they had a great safety tandem that was healthy, and they had a healthy Hutch. So all the little pieces are fine then. When you have healthy guys that you drafted, that you were smart enough to draft, they were great players, and they're not the same guy anymore. They're just not. We have no idea about the safeties.
Giant question mark.
Zero idea
Sorry, it just is.
about the safeties. And now you're not going to rush the quarterback, except one guy. The other guys are going to try hard. And Tyleek Williams. We'll see how good he does in his second year. He was invisible last year. We'll see how good he does this year.
Well-
I know he was a rookie.
Maz, Brad Holmes, his vision is sustained success.
Here it is, guys.
We're trying to keep our sustainability at a good level. And so we're not trying to do this one and done kind of thing. So, you can take two different approaches. You could be, well, let's not extend these players, and then let's get more expensive free agents. Well, are we sure that that's the right move, or is that going to give us the right amount of sustainability that we're looking for? So those are the decisions that we're always weighing. So when I bring up financial constraints, it's like, look, man, like, all right, say you have hypothetically, say you have a $20 million budget, right? I feel like I'm going off topic.
No, please go ahead.
Anyways. But it was just on my mind a little bit. But say you had hypothetically, say you had like a $20 million budget for free agency. Well, you can look at one guy and say, look, man, you can get that one player. And say you get that one player. Well, say that one player's $18-19 million of that 20.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what else are you going to get? So then you're trying to say, well, we want to tackle, we want a center, defensive end, DBs, we want that. That stuff adds up, man. And so you have to make the decision. So when you do your vertical stacking, you have to look at it horizontally as well and say, do you want this one player? But also you got to look at the gaps that I was talking about. You know, if player A is this much more money, if player B, if the gap is that much closer, is that a $10 million gap? Or is that kind of a $2 or $3 million gap? And so then it's like, well, maybe it makes more sense because if we get this B player that is, or this second player, then we can also get 3, 4, and 5. Where if you just get A, you're just A, and then that's it. And so those are the kind of decisions that we always have to make.
Can we hold this thought because we're so overdue for a break, and that's on me, and I'm going to punish myself. Can we hold what he just said? And this is a problem with me, and I think a lot of this fan base over the years, a lot of this fan base, not all, and I have had a philosophical disagreement, to put it mildly, on the idea on how to build a team. Okay, and I want to get into that because I think he touched on something very, very important there. And this is where, and Maz, you can scream at me, all right, when we come back. This is look at that thing,
Chris Vogel.
Shout out, Chris.
This is Maz.
I wish I had one of those.
Y'all got to get Brad Holmes with these eyes.
This is something that has driven me nuts over the years, and I think he brought up a great point. Now, there comes a time that this goes back to what KG said earlier. There comes a time you have to deviate from that a bit, okay? But how you build a team, I think, is a giant misconception in this fan base, at least in my dealings. I'm not blaming you guys out there today. I have had this argument with people going back to Millen. I have had this argument with people going back to pretty much every regime since then, all right? Where do you want to go, JP?
Let me see my paper here. We got to hear from Mad Packs and the Grand Slam for opening day. But first, we got a lot of super chats to clear up. Shout out to everyone sending them in. Shout out to Gold Crown as well, too.
Brad Holmes still on the screen?
He's thinking Mass.
Hey.
What the hell?
Yeah, well, he's still on our screen. So that's crazy.
I was like, did the screen freeze? What is happening?
Our screen might have froze.
Yeah, I think
it's all good though.
Yeah, your guys' screen froze.
It's all good as long as it ain't on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not on YouTube right now, but
no, I see JB on YouTube.
Yeah, let me know if you guys see something else, but that is weird. I don't know what's happening there. Shout out to Blow Me 6969.
Hell of a way to start.
The Iceman plan has failed. Time to move on.
Damn, that's where we at.
It's another GM. Wow. I mean, that's a whole show.
Where do you want me to start?
That's a whole show.
Well, honestly,
don't start.
You guys, all I'll say is you guys have seen the same thing 3 years in a row. What do you want me to say?
Right.
At the exact same time, and we've had multiple coaches in a row say the exact same thing about the personnel at this team. What do you want? Like, honestly, what do you want me to say?
There's nothing you could say. He's an icon, and they're riding him out. And he's not.
He isn't going in.
Right, and he has.
All better said.
Right.
Yeah.
And he
ain't going nowhere.
He's failed, but he's still here.
He's failed, but he's still here.
Yep.
Shout out to Silas sending in $5. He said, "I'm glad at least we have the Pistons as the overachieving child. We never have to worry about they might end up broke, but they'll get it right."
Shout out to Pistons.
Pistons Hawks tonight down at LCA.
They deserve love too.
They'll have a better crowd than last night.
Jordan Lionheart sends us $2. He said, "I know D-Mac is pissed with how soft the wings are."
DeBrincat fought. Your goal scorer fought at the end of the game with 1.1 second left.
Yeah, can I call that out with 8 seconds left?
Yeah.
You have a draw in the attacking zone, and your two offensive weapons both decide that's a good time to get thrown out. Okay. What do you want?
Don't throw the headshot.
What
Don't
do you want? I'm sorry. This is stuff I've talked about for a couple years, and people have yelled at me like it's my fault.
You've been steadfast. You have.
What do you want me to say?
And
I've said it all.
Gibby's tired too.
They're not that good. They're not that deep. There are cute little pieces, okay? There are. But do a little go look at the drafts. What do you want? I could waste all of your time looking at all their drafts. And the promises of this guy and the promises of that guy. And it's the same routine. I'm not saying that ASP's a complete failure, okay?
He's in Grand
But
Rapids.
gosh damn it, when you throw a guy out there, not me, when you throw a guy out there and you tell everybody how ready he is, and this is the prototypical NHL defender, and he looked lost most of the year. Lost. What? I'll never win that argument. That's just like, hater. Okay, cool. They're not bad. They're just not awful, but you guys see. I don't know. This goes back to what we were just talking about, KG. In multiple guys, multiple coaches running now, talked about the motor, talked about toughness being a choice, talked about, okay, when's it going to happen? Remember the big meltdown by McClellan back in October?
Sure do, yeah.
Oh, we've been hearing about this forever. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. When?
Yeah.
When?
It's a good question.
Those are Todd McClellan's words, not my words.
It's a fact.
What do you want me to say? There's still time. They can still save this. They can, but they're going to have to do something we haven't seen before. How's that? Because now there's enough data to make us think that, okay, this is going to continue the way it does, and we're going to see the Wings go like this at this time of year, and we're going to see other teams go like that.
Yeah.
That's the data now for 3 years running.
And what's next? At Buffalo.
And all of a sudden, the Flyers decide they want to start playing hockey when there's 700 games left against them. Like, it's just,
What do we got? 3 against them?
what a tough break.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
I'm going to shut up now.
Still, once again, shout out everyone sending in super chats. Detroit DC sending us $5. He said fans want to win more than the owners, and GMs in Detroit is a problem. They want to make sure they have long careers way over winning championships.
Yeah, he's going to get an extension, Brad.
Yeah.
He's going to be around.
All right, can you put aside
It's fair,
your
DC,
frustration
it's
for a
fair.
second? Just for a second. You don't think he should lose his job, do you?
No.
Okay.
Feel like anybody with sense would say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understand
it's
your
not like we're the
frustration,
worst
though.
team
I
in the
understand.
league.
I feel it too. I hope you guys know that. I feel it too.
He put together a very, very good team that overachieved in 23. They got hot.
Don't say that.
They got hot.
did.
They got hot at the right time, and they were healthy at the right time.
Oh no.
And then everything else crashed. The Dallas game, the first half was the peak. Hutch broke his leg. They finished the season, ran out of gas against Washington. Last year was horrible, and here we are.
But that's why, if 2024 didn't happen, I would agree with you wholeheartedly that 2023 was a massive overachieve. But 2024 happened. Does that make
Franchise
sense?
record and wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you survive 25 injuries?
No, you can't.
You don't.
That's why. That's the only. I differ in that regard. But whatever. All right, shut up.
Shout out to Tuck and Flint sending $20 in.
Damn,
He
shut
said,
Thanks,
up.
Tuck.
KG, I love hearing your thoughts, but I'll only catch you in the AM the rest of the week. I can handle Stick's terrible takes, but I can't take him not letting it go and bringing everything back to it for the next 90 minutes. Love y'all.
Hey, appreciate you.
Thanks, Tuck.
Much love, man. And Stick is all right, man. Leave Stick alone. He good people, man. I do understand, though. He's an acquired taste.
We got $2 from Jordan Lionheart again. He sends in. He said, "Yeah, maybe Brad will trade for Scuba this year."
Hey,
Scuba could get to the edge.
man. If only Scooball can play one more quarter,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
If only he can play one more, he exited in the third quarter.
He has got a bona fide, predetermined snap count, and he's not going one snap over that snap count.
But that last snap count, he's going to destroy the quarterback.
All right,
He is. Then he's going to walk off the field.
magic.
Right.
That's that 100-mile-an-hour fastball and a fist pump.
Another $5 from Jordan Lionheart. Maz was watching that lady night just screaming, "I reclaim my time." What?
What was that?
Maz was watching that lady night just screaming, "I reclaim my time."
Huh?
I don't know what's that.
Shout out Jordan Lionheart.
Yeah, clarify. Any shot at Maz is a good shot, but clarify that. So I'm in.
Screaming,
Yeah,
"I
dude.
reclaim my time."
Yeah, just a little bit more detail.
You mean
on
like
that.
the song "Ladies Night"? Like I don't
know.
This is Ladies Night.
I was watching Tiger get with the ladies.
I'm driving to work this morning in Maz. Turn on 60s on 6 is a good song on.
It was the Vogues.
I was like, damn it, I missed it.
Turn around, look at me.
Never change, man. We love you.
Never change, man. Shout out to Shad sitting in $4.99. I won't lie, GMs hate working on a time limit because they tend to make stupid deals that look good to the plebes but mess up the franchise long term.
That is also a fair point.
Can we tie that to Steve Yzerman? He isn't going anywhere.
No.
There's no time limit. He's gonna take
Wow.
every time.
Amazing.
And then by the end of, let's say 9 drafts in, all right? Then maybe 9 drafts in, you have one guy from this draft, one guy from that draft, 2 guys from that draft, 2 guys from that draft, and all of a sudden you put it together
Yeah.
in 9 years, right? I mean, that's
That seems to be the timeline.
that's legitimately like that's.
How many players were on the Lightning when he got there? I know the stud was already there.
Well, he had 2.
Yeah.
Rebuild when you have a defenseman like he had in Stammer, all right? A rebuild is made a lot easier. He didn't have that here. Do you know what he had as a starting piece? Dylan Larkin.
Yeah.
And I
that's
hope
it.
everybody takes that in the context in which I'm saying it, okay?
Literally, that's
that is
it.
not a shot against Dylan Larkin in any way, shape, or
No,
form.
he is what he is.
I will take Dylan Larkin on my team.
Of
okay?
course.
He's not Victor Hedman, and he's not Steven Stamkos.
Right.
All right? But, so when you talk about the arduous task at hand for Steve, when you talk about the arduous task at hand for Steve, I take that into consideration. But then you have to dig a little deeper, and you have to look at A, how have the drafts been, and B, how have your development been?
Yeah.
And I'll ask everybody this question right now. Out of all the guys that Steve brought in, who are you sitting back saying, that dude's a stud? All right? I think you could make the argument for 2. I think, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's Mo Sider. Beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
He is everybody wants Mo Sider.
Yeah.
No disrespect to young Justin. He isn't going to go win the Norris Trophy. That's not his style. And that's not the guy they go for. And Lucas Raymond. Fair? Fair? And Lucas Raymond's a good player.
Yeah.
I wish that he could find a little more consistency. That's just one man's opinion.
I mean,
But-
if he's playing in a tournament or something, he'll show up.
Right. And that,
Not to say he don't show up.
so
but-
what else you got?
Yeah.
He caught lightning in a bottle with John Gibson this year. And if the Red Wings didn't have John Gibson this year, they would be about 15 to 20 points lower.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just an amazing saving grace this year. He really was. All right, sorry, JB.
Oh, no, you're all good. We got $5 from Silas. He sends in. He said, I'm starting to hate versatility. It feels like we have a bunch of jacks and no aces. Brad's poker strategy treats Jack High the same as Ace King.
Jack, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I hate that. Like when you're playing, you got, dude, I got trip jacks. And you're sitting here, and you know somebody's got you beat. Oh, isn't that adorable? And KG has that smile like he's got on his face right now, and he's going, oh, aren't you adorable? I got 3 big boys.
Yep.
You know what? Son of a bitch.
Got your ass.
I'm not winning with 3 jacks.
You should, though.
Oh, I should.
Yeah.
But when he's smiling, that's when I look at him and I go, you know, I think I'm going to lay these 3 jacks down. That's why I want to play cards with you. You wouldn't be able to hide it.
No, of course not. I couldn't have a play.
You'd be grinning ear to ear, and I'd go, I'm done. Like that. Oh, that's too bad. I would have won. I got a royal flush. I would have won. Oh, man, I had no idea you had a great hand.
The lowest pot would be mine. Maz, you just won $1.75. Yeah.
I got a pair of 3s. He stays in on the big hand. What are you talking about? It's a pair.
Pair of 3s and an ace.
Pair of 3s, ace high. And he drops them on the table.
Beat that.
He starts reaching.
Read him and weep.
Oh, man.
Detroit DC sending us $2. He said, versatility equals a bunch of stuff, elite at nothing.
Shout out Detroit DC, man. That's all.
Look, we have sustained good. That's what we have. We're going to be sustained good.
All right.
I think this one is directed towards Maz from Stephen Bathy. $5. He said, "When give me a toy. I don't care if you just told me about the bills you have to pay. When I want my toy."
Wham! Wham, motherfucker!
Whatever.
Shout out to Mark sending us $5 as well. He said, Brad's line of thought that you can play defense without a pass rush is in the line with the philosophy of defense genius Matt Patricia.
No. I don't know if it's that bad. I ain't saying he don't care about getting to the passer.
He's doing good at Ohio State.
Yeah.
He's got a new contract.
I don't want to hear that, man. Respectfully, I want to hear
Is he the perfect fit for Ohio State?
Well, listen,
yeah, scummy people go there.
Because there are checks and balances. He's not the head guy. Like that, legitimately.
Right.
He's got talent to work with, and he's not the head guy. That's exactly what he is.
Is he even calling the plays?
Probably.
Do we know?
I don't know. But, I mean, you have immense talent, and he didn't have immense talent here, and he was the guy. And his people skills were
He's
horrible.
Unbelievable.
You could have him. I mean,
unbelievable.
Honestly, as a defensive coordinator, too, you could have him. Good luck to you.
$2 again from Detroit, DC. In all caps, financial constraints 100% created by you, Brad.
That's because he drafted so well.
Yeah. And Detroit, DC, I see your message here. I never thought you was a bad guy. I just know you're very, very critical of the team. So, and I get it. You fair points. Like I said, anything said in this offseason, I feel like it's fair game. But shout out to you, man. Look forward to you coming in.
We got $5 from Mark. Once again, he sends in, I think it's supposed to be Miami line was a hot mess. There's no way Bourne works as a starting tackle. If Boone is your right tackle, Teddy B plays over half your game.
You guys, please drop the Borum and Juice stuff. Come on.
He won't.
Yeah.
Brad won't.
They not dropping it.
Let them be depth guys, though. I don't give two craps if they're depth guys, okay?
As far as he's concerned, he fixed the offensive line. He said it.
They asked him if Borum, could be a starter for you, and he said, yeah, he started games before. So, yes, he kind of views him as maybe somebody that can start.
Bro, he told you.
He is not going to be a starter when the season starts. Can we all agree on that?
I hope not. I hope not.
Maybe Hank could get the best out of him.
What I worry about is if the tackle that they want in the first round doesn't fall to them, then maybe you got to start worrying about Borum being the starter. I'm just saying.
You're either going to have him or a rookie.
I'll take a rookie.
Right.
I'll take a rookie.
You didn't say that.
I need a glass of juice.
They did say they willing to move Panay over, though. So they did confirm that.
I love Larry and Juice.
They can do multiple things.
It's a bad sitcom.
That's a cop show.
It's
Larry and Juice.
Larry
Larry
and Juice moving together into a condo downtown.
Right.
They're the new odd couple.
Right.
Larry and Juice are the new.
You're going to want to tune in for their hijinks. Coming to a TV set near you this coming Tuesday.
Larry and Juice take in their first hockey game as they see the Red Wings take on the Flyers. Okay. No Larry and Juice. No Larry and Juice. I'm not watching Larry and Juice.
This is our new bit, bro.
Yes, this movie It's Larry and Juice.
Right, he walked through the door and get the studio.
The studio audience.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Did someone say offensive line? And then,
Larry's always yelling at Juice because Juice is like the Maz of the group.
yeah.
Like, what's your problem today, Juice? I'm telling you, I don't like this cold. I was down in Houston. I'm not used to this.
That's a great.
Larry and Juice.
Mark Daly that's a great one because if those two are your starters, you'll see Teddy Bridgewater.
Oh, don't
You will.
say that.
You'll see Teddy Two Gloves.
Gosh.
Goff is gonna get crushed.
Larry and Juice.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I can hear the whole song.
Juice, I was in Miami. Look too damn bad.
I can see
Hey.
I don't like this weather.
Have you
I
heard
see
of the
the
Hutch?
intro montage.
Have you
Them
heard of
at
the Hutch
training
rule?
camp Together,
Kenny, have you heard of the Hutch rule?
Yes, I've heard of it.
about it.
Hutch, you stop rushing. Larry, you do better.
Oh man, dog, that's funny as fuck.
He's home though.
Would you stop it?
This fall, your offensive line gets an upgrade. I'm sorry, bro. God damn.
Thursdays will never be the same.
Right.
Larry and Juice, 8 o'clock.
Must see TV.
Oh, no.
Oh shit.
Larry and Juice.
All right, just a few more before we get to
Oh
break.
shit, we ain't with the break.
Shout out to Dante 151 sending in $4.99. To clarify, the creator of Flex Seal is Phil Swift.
Yes.
Billy Mays, you're welcome.
Thank you,
There
Phil
was some good
Swift.
news.
Shout out
Kevin
Phil Swift.
McGonigal
Yeah, but-
made it to the big league.
But Billy Mays is still coming down from heaven to help him. He is.
Dog, I'm in tears, bro.
They had to do that with McConnell. They did. They had to.
Congratulations.
They had to do
We haven't even talked about that yet. We will before the show's up.
I love
I think.
I love this.
Does that show you something?
Shelby will be a special guest on Larry and Juice. Shelby comes walking in. Shelby!
With her portrait of Dave.
Shelby just walked in there like, what the hell is that?
What are you doing here, Shelby? I'm here to see Larry. Larry and Juice.
I can't get Larry and Juice out of my head now. I've been coming up with dumb songs in my head.
It's the Odd Couple, bro.
Oh shit, I'm crying. Stop, please.
Thursday
Thank you.
nights, it's Larry and Juice.
Oh.
And finally, one more before we go to break. Finally, $4.99 from Donovan Strong. Brad failed at his own goal of sustained success. We've gotten worse the past 2 seasons. If you're not getting better in the NFL, you are getting worse.
There you go.
Get us the break, please.
All right, let's hear from Mad Pax KG.
God
Brian
damn.
Slam.
And Flex
Why you
Seal.
come to me, man?
I want to hear from Flex Seal.
Yo,
Too.
this Flex Seal is not a sponsor, man.
Sorry. Maybe it will be.
Man. Listen, if you gearing up for a new episode of Larry and Juice Tuesdays this fall, you gonna need some Mad Packs to watch that show. Mad Packs, you already know they love us.
Shelby walking in is great.
Right?
Until Larry and Juice is
He's the
set.
next door neighbor.
Larry
man,
and Juice.
has Dave
Meet their
returned?
next door neighbor, and sparks fly. I want to get with her. No, I want to get with her.
Listen, man, yo,
She's not for you, Larry.
listen, Mad Packs.
Boys, I have a boyfriend.
Mad Packs got some of the hottest products, and no, we are not on the Mad Packs right now, but they got the high-low pre-rolls, the Boom Shakalaka live resin infused tarantulas, but now they have Mad Packs extracts and Blizzard packs. Listen, get your hands on some of this stuff, man. It is some of the best in the business. Stay tuned with Woodward Sports for all the latest updates, or go to getmadpacks.com.
All right, it's coming up
Get me outta
next
here.
Friday. It is the unofficial holiday of the year, and maybe Larry and Juice will be down there. April 3rd is Tigers opening day.
We're giving tickets away.
Join us for first pitch at Buddy's Pizza in downtown Detroit. No better way to celebrate the Detroit original, the Detroit style pizza, Buddy's Pizza, and of course, opening day. And we've got our live party there, live watch party. Come get a slice of the best pizza in town, cold drink, watch the Tigers kick off the season with us. It's Friday, April 3rd. Detroit baseball is back. Come celebrate with us. And Buddy.
And Larry and Juice.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men today. Open 7 days a week. Sit back, relax, and enjoy precision haircut, scalp massage, hot leather neck shave, and hot towel treatment from one of our talented stylists. Step up your game this season and take advantage of our $20 haircut special. Scan the QR code and get your coupon today. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, the ultimate haircut experience. Open 7 days a week. Walk-ins always welcome. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports is your #1 source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's #1 sports network.
Find your sun with Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Cold, refreshing, and made for moments like these all year long. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
No one gives away more cash and prizes than Woodward Sports. You don't believe us? Here's our latest $10,000 winner.
You know, you guys posted, hey, if you guess all this stuff right, we'll give it's $10,000. I'm like, okay, well, why the hell not?
And the winning doesn't stop there. How about our Outkick Your Coverage winner?
I think you will. We got Tully, everybody. David Tully. This guy's got a hot girl.
Bigger prizes, bigger giveaways, cash, merch, tickets, and more. All from the biggest sports network in Detroit. No one does it bigger and better than Woodward Sports. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube for your chances to share in the winning. From Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. To brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit. But we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Hey guys, looking for dinner plans that sizzle? Head on over to Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the Steak on the Stone. If you were there last night, you were lucky. It was tasty. Tuesday, half a pound of ribs, coconut shrimp, and fries for only $13.99. Coming up tomorrow. Sizzling Thursday, a 6-ounce sirloin, shrimp scampi, your choice of soup and salad, and a side for $19.99. It's not just a meal, it's an experience. Check them out at blackrockrestaurants.com.
Can I get back? All right, let's try to get back on track. I know, like, our minds are stuck on Larry and Juice.
It's always going to be Larry and
Juice. I
Juice.
even came up with a jingle during the break.
I know. That was great.
Thank you. I'm going to try to get away from it, okay?
Oh, Larry! You missed that block. Oh!
The overacting, like,
yes.
Like Larry's like this. Rats.
You shut up, Juice.
Shelby's going home. Poor Shelby walks in and we immediately put her in the
right
sitcom.
now.
She's looking at us going, what did I miss?
Juice nudging Dan Campbell on the sideline after Larry.
Special guest star Dan Campbell, and Dan sitting there with his. He's got the whistle in his mouth.
Dog. This is one of our best ones.
Larry, get off the field! Told you, Larry.
Dog,
you shut up, Juice.
What Brad said in that last segment, like we went to break like 30 minutes ago, but what he said in that last segment is something I swear to God I have had more discussions with people over the years in my career about this than you can shake a stick at. What he said, he's 100% right on, okay? You don't build through free agency. I know for a majority of you, you know that, okay? But how many times I've heard people say when the Lions aren't quite ready for prime time, okay? Well, let's go get this free agent. Let's go. It doesn't work that way. That's not how you build. You know what you do? You get that base, and then you supplement that base with the free agents, okay? Do I wish that our general manager did more of that? Yes, I did. I totally do. I wish that our general manager did more of that. I will say that again. I've said it 1,000 times before. I'll say it 1,000 times more. That doesn't seem to be his MO. He'll go get a part, usually a big part a year, right? That's kind of been the MO. But he's right in regards to you build a team through the draft. And I can't believe we even have to have those conversations, but unfortunately we do have to have those conversations. And the latter part of that conversation is this. Now's the hardest part. The NFL is set up for you to be good. It is. If you have a good scouting staff, if you draft well, you can be a good team. The hard part is going from good to champs. The hard part is going from good to great. And we've seen flashes of great. I think the 2024 team was a great team.
They've had a historical offense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, last year aside, they've had a historical offense to that point. Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
I'm trying.
Okay, where did we leave off? Okay, so there was the rumor that popped up last week from the flagship station that these guys aren't on the same page. Unless Brad Holmes is a very good actor, and who knows, maybe he'll have a recurring guest role on Larry and Jude.
I'm sure he will.
Unless he's a pretty good actor, I think he answers this one emphatically.
I'm just wondering, have the conversations been, can we characterize them as more intense when you have a season that is that first step back and maybe you're trying to figure out how to get it back on the track you wanted it?
I think the only intensity I would say is just that when you have a disappointment of a season like we had, it's more intense in terms of, I think what I spoke about at the end of the season press conference is that it is a deeper, harder look from top to bottom on everything. And that's what me and Dan have done in joint alignment. So that would be the only intensity that was probably a little further, because you get this eye opener. It's like, whoa, hold on now. And so let's just make sure that we're not overlooking something, or if there's not a tweak or an adjustment that needs to be done. So I would say that would be the intensity. That's what's happening. I don't know where the other stuff came from, but no, I mean, if anything, it's me and Dan, in total lockstep like we always have been. Yep. And, we're just kind of looking at everything top to bottom, which we already have done. And that we'll continue to do for sure.
I don't have to throw away my grit or my villain stuff anymore. They're still good.
Can we drop grit though? Okay, it's just a personal opinion. If you guys want to carry on with it, can we drop it or no? You want to drop it?
I'm in for it.
You don't want to drop it, or you want to?
No, I'm fine. Let it go.
Are you with me? Can we? Please?
I'm done with grit. Yeah.
How about one more request? And I know you guys are going to yell at me. Can forward down the field? Can we?
No.
See, I told you. I knew it. Yeah, I tried.
I'm sorry. That one I can't let it go.
That's a non-negotiable.
It's just like last summer. Remember, I said I was kind of tired of it, and then JB would play it, and immediately I'd turn into a zombie. Right?
You're good.
It'd be cool if we got it.
I'm over it.
Thank you, Shelby. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Somebody had to say
Shelby, how could you be over it? You're too young to be over it.
Yeah, I'm over it.
She don't know what that song means. When the Lions used to kick a field goal, being down 40 points, and you hear that
She didn't
song?
see the flying lion
fair,
crash into the suites at the Silver Dome. She didn't see that.
Did there used to be a lion roar, or am I incorrect?
There still is.
Yeah,
it's like a
think
toilet.
that's better.
It's like a toilet. They flush it. It's like, rawr.
We got that in the soundboard too, but yeah. Can't get rid of 4 down the field. I'm sorry. I need to hear it 12 times a Sunday.
What do you
I'll tell
want? Lions
every
win
time.
again?
Yes.
Is that what you want?
All right, relax.
No, listen, he's
Shout out GMAT Cash. We're not going to do that.
listen. GMAT Cash, he's a free agent in that regard.
At least for the Tigers.
That's because the pizza guys left
If
him.
my source is correct,
Yeah.
he isn't doing things for the Tigers anymore. So
Little Caesars wins again.
maybe the Lions could sign GMAT Cash. For real?
Bring back the old band. Who led that band? Remember?
No.
You don't remember the band at the Silverdome?
Yeah, but I don't know who led
I
it.
think it was Bob something. I forgot who it was. But
Fat Bob
they
Taylor?
actually had a band.
The Flying Lion is something that
It's the best.
Do you have any recollection of the Flying Lion, Shelby?
No.
Nobody.
JB, do you?
Nobody in this room
I've
knows
seen
the
videos
Flying
of
Lion.
it, yeah.
Maybe
you know,
Ken.
You know the Flying Lion, don't?
I may not.
Okay, think of him.
Think of a blimp.
It's a big balloon like on Thanksgiving Day.
It's almost like the
Yeah.
blimp. It's
Yeah,
almost-
like a
it's-
blimp.
Yeah.
And it you can't even say it flew.
No, it was so
It
bad.
just kind of sputtered.
Yeah.
In the Silverdome.
Yeah.
And then
Put
it,
enough gas in it. It was-
almost
gas
every
was
game it
expensive
would get
back
out of
then.
control.
Yeah.
Oh, my
And
God.
it would end up, and you're like, oh no, here's the Hindenburg. Oh, the humanity. And my friends and I would scream, oh, the humanity, like the Hindenburg. And then you'd see it bump into the media deck.
Remember, it would drop T-shirts and stuff. It would drop
It
prizes.
would drop a lot of things.
Yeah, it dropped a lot of stuff.
That's
It was so great when it crashed.
It was one of those ideas that was so bad it was good. Like, it was just, what is the Flying Lion going to do today?
I'll never forget it, ever.
There's a Larry and Juice episode with that.
No,
We've got a whole season 1 complete now.
I swear.
Hey, Larry!
It's already done.
Larry, look what I found!
Oh, Larry!
No.
No, that's the Flying Lion, Juice.
No, so
Larry and Juice meet the Flying Lion.
Larry, look what I found. Let's inflate it.
Shenanigans will abound when Larry and Juice meet the Flying Lion.
The season finale, they go back in time to the 0-16 Lions.
We can help these guys.
We could have done that.
How did we just invent a whole new show?
Oh, man.
All right.
HBO Max, hit us up.
Jameer
We got the song.
Wait a minute, Sean. We got the Panay Sewell possibly moving to left tackle.
Oh, okay. Get
We have that audio.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
JB? You
thanks.
still got that
Yeah,
one?
yeah, we got that.
All right, here it is.
One thing I get asked the most is, or at least told the most more so, is Panay Sewell playing left tackle. When is Panay Sewell going to play left tackle? And I guess I'll ask you, has there been any conversations maybe this offseason, or have you floated the idea around maybe post Taylor Decker? Because I know you like to go into free agency, address needs, and then the draft is best player available. Has that maybe crossed your mind, the idea of him playing left tackle?
Oh yeah, I think that's the beauty of having a player like him, is that you always have that flexibility of the possibility, of him playing left tackle. He's done it before. It's not anything foreign to him. So even as we're going through free agency, we weren't really pigeonholed like, we got to get the left tackle, or we got to get it right. We're just like, what's the best tackle for us? And then we'll kind of adjust as needed. And so that's kind of the beauty of it.
Larry, I found some silver pants over here. Wow, we can wear silver pants?
I hate y'all so much, bro.
2 journeyman linemen, 1 apartment. See what happens next. Larry and Juice.
Hey, Larry, I wonder what Shelby's doing down the street.
You just hear Shelby behind her door. Leave me alone.
Let me know when Dave returns.
Please. Larry and Juice feed the ducks. Right, guys. Maz makes the special appearance. And they're all feeding the ducks.
Up next, Larry and Juice, followed by Golden Girls, right here on TV Land.
We've crashed. We've crashed.
Oh my gosh.
This is why we can't do nothing nice. This is why we didn't get invited, y'all. Just let y'all know. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Jameer Gibbs is expected to sign a long-term contract this year. That was from the Detroit Times, right?
Yeah.
Larry and Juice have their friendship tested this week. Larry just offered straight down. drinks in a different color. What you talking about, Juice?
Y'all are gonna murder Maz today. Y'all stop, bro. Oh shit! I am not high enough for this morning, y'all. I'm not. Oh my god!
This is the best.
Oh,
sorry.
You have a very special edition of Larry and Juice. Like Michelle Obama comes on at the end of it. If you, somebody you love has a drug problem, please reach out.
You gotta have a drug episode, right?
Every sitcom has one.
Oh shit!
Okay.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Juice? Detroit Times says that Jahmyr Gibbs is expected to sign
Of course
a
he is.
contract this year. All right.
Why not sign your running back
And
when you
he's
don't
the
have
betting
to?
favorite to win Offensive Player of the Year.
That's good.
Plus 700 odds. Remember my bet with Justin last year? Like we threw $10 because what was it? Was it?
Had J-Mo.
Yeah, it was like 15,000 to 1 or something. It was like,
yeah.
just put $10 on it, right?
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not.
I don't subscribe to that. We don't pay running back shit. When you have one of the caliber of Jahmyr Gibbs, you pay that man. He hasn't proven to be injury prone or anything like that. I think it's fair game.
There's a good window.
Yeah.
There's a good window here, and that I feel the same way.
Yeah.
That's okay. Take care of it. That's why you draft your guys, and in a perfect world, you're able to. Would you stop it? I know all you're scrolling for. I can see the dumb look. You're looking for Larry and Juice stuff. Stop it.
The episodes ain't out yet, man.
Just stop it.
I just got a traffic violation thing. Should I click on this?
Uh-oh. Gutierrez
No,
got
don't.
you?
No, don't.
Report it. No, I know.
Oh, okay.
30-day suspension of driving privileges. Referral to a debt collection service.
Damn.
With the 55% handling fee.
Matt, I actually got that same text.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
This is unbelievable, man.
All right.
I got two of them back to back.
Can we get on time now, JB?
Yeah, please.
It's nobody to blame but myself. Where do you want us to go, JB?
Let's see. What we got? Thrive and Supreme Lending. But first, let me clear up some of these super chats. Shout out to everyone sending in super chats once again. The Larry and Juice ideas are getting outrageous in the chat right now.
Opening day with Larry and Juice.
It's April in the D, Larry.
What is April in the D?
I'm sorry, bro. Brad is not the guy to bring the Lombardi to Detroit. Either someone else is GM next year, or it's the return of SOL.
Chris Spielman's in waiting.
He's not going to take the job. I'm telling you guys, get that out of your head. You know what? Chris Spielman wants them to win a championship, and then he's going to go back to Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
That's
And he'll help them behind the scenes.
That's what his plans are.
Yeah.
It's not. People need to drop that. It's not going to happen. Unless he lied to me. And
No,
I don't.
I'm shocked he even took the job to begin with.
I think Chris is a guy who shoots straight.
Yeah.
I mean, he told Lomas and I, we had a long conversation with
Mm-hmm.
him, and he said, my inclination is to stay behind the scenes. I want to stay until we win a championship, and when we win the championship, I'll ride off into the sunset.
He could have been a GM for any franchise, let alone the Lions by
Yeah.
now. So, yeah, it's just one of those things.
All right, we got $2 from Detroit, DC. He said, everything is peaches and ponies. We're good.
Shout out, man.
Peaches and ponies.
Peaches and ponies, man.
And finally, one more from Shad sending in $4.99. He said, y'all want to get rid of grit just like how y'all got rid of those blue ski masks, all because Brad didn't overpay for an edge.
The blue ski mask is not a good
They
comparison.
lasted 2 games.
Yeah, that ain't a good comparison. I was with the ski mask stuff personally. I appreciate culture with my football team, but it didn't work out. But nah, Brad, grit is. Why do we still need grit at this point? Like I get it, the mantra, you want to be tough and all that. I just think it's grit died already. Like I'm sorry, grit died in that playoff game against the Commanders.
I'm 100% in agreement with you.
Yeah.
I thought it was overplayed last year. Let's do something else. Grit's been established. You've already established the culture.
Correct.
The culture is the culture now.
Yeah,
It is.
It is. Facts.
I don't need to keep.
This is a
I don't
blue
need to
collar
keep telling
team.
you that. I don't need to keep seeing it. Like we know. I think everybody knows, and I say that with respect. Thank you, Dan, for changing the culture. But enough. Figure out another buzzword. Enough.
Enough.
All right. Anything else, JB?
One more that just came in from Stephen Bath. He sends us $5. He says, today on Larry and Juice in the morning with Maz, how the Lions can beat 4 Jacks with 1 ace in free agency.
I'll show you. I'll show you.
It's poker night at the apartment, and Larry and Juice have a poker game you'll never forget.
Am I invited? Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Larry and Juice, screen E.T.
No.
Shelby, did you like E.T.? Have you seen E.T.?
I've seen E.T. I
you
wouldn't
like
say
E.T.?
it's my favorite. I like it. It's
Thank
a classic,
you, Shelby.
but
Thank you. It's a horrible movie.
I never said it was my favorite.
You said you loved it.
I said it was a sweet movie. Yeah.
it's cute. My best friend is horrified of E.T. He's scary.
You never watched E.T. in the Hood, though.
Just in some cornfield.
That's because E.T. in the Hood would never happen. All of the government agencies would descend upon the
Could
hood
you imagine
and
E.T.
shut that
and
shit
the
down.
Leprechaun in the Hood? Could
Oh,
you imagine
my
that? Because
God.
we've already a Lep in the Hood can do no good. We've already established
That is a fact. That was a good man.
All
that movie.
right, Thrive. So these guys, I got turned on to this stuff last week. It is outstanding. Look, I'll tell you something you probably know already. I'm a dipper, okay? And if you're tired of the midday crash from a sugary energy drink, it's time to level up with Thrive energy pouches. Made right here in the USA, Thrive delivers fast-acting energy in elite cognitive focus using all natural caffeine. The best part, it's clean. It's all energy, zero sugar, and absolutely zero crash. So grab Thrive Energy. They got wintergreen, peach, peppermint, and cinnamon. I'm really intrigued at the cinnamon. I had the wintergreen. Honestly, it's outstanding. I know Mac has had some. Scan the QR code right there on your screen or go to dipstop.com to grab a tin. Use promo code WSN at checkout to get 15% off your entire order. Guys, I'm not BSing you. It effing works.
All right. Buying a home or refinancing one is a big decision. And just like in sports, you need the right team behind you. That's why we're proud to welcome Supreme Lending to the Woodward Sports family. As a full-service lender, they boast a 99% close-on-time rate, 97% customer satisfaction score as well. And the game changer, when you apply for an eligible loan, mention Woodward Sports, and you will receive up to $500 off your appraisal. All you got to do is score this deal. Call the numbers on the screen. Talk to Chad and Chris at Supreme Lending today. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you.
I hate to tell you, energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut rot energy drinks and why don't you thrive for a change? It's just better.
Woodward Sports is your #1 source for all things Detroit sports. Start your day with the Sean Baligian Morning Show from 8 to 10 a.m. Rolling into Big D Energy with Neil Rule, Jerry Foster, and Red Wing great Darren McCarty. Then make sure you're watching the Braylon Edwards Show with Shep from 2 to 4 p.m. Michigan great Braylon Edwards and the elite Matt Shepard break down all the biggest sports stories. End your day with the Woodward Heavyweights. Join Spencer and EZ nightly from 5 to 7 p.m. Every day, all the sports, all Detroit, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's #1 sports network.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new face, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Love Woodward Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Head to woodwardsports.com and click on shop. Get the latest in Detroit sports apparel and exclusive Woodward Sports gear. Woodwardsports.com can get the whole team outfitted. Love the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers? We got something for you, too. Shop online at woodwardsports.com.
Hey, Planet Fitness is for everyone. Shout out to Planet Fitness Northville. That's been my spot for a long time. Over 2,700 clubs nationwide, over 50 in Metro Detroit alone. Access to the Black Card Spa. You can recover with hydro massage, other innovative amenities. It's only $24.99 a month. Bring a guest free anytime. If you're on the road, you're taking a vacation, you can roll into a Planet Fitness there as well. We are all strong on this planet, Planet Fitness. I'm going to play the role of Maz right now. We're going to do a little role reversal. Happy birthday to our boy, Nitty Gritty.
Happy birthday, Nitty Gritty.
There you go. See you, JB. God bless you, JB. JB escaped right now.
He did.
You know what he's going to do? He's going to go home and write, to finish out season 1 of Larry
He
and
is.
Juice.
He is. He's already started
I told
season
KG
2.
I'm shot for the day. I'm going to be thinking about this all day.
It's amazing.
Netflix, hit us up, man. We got the
This
juice.
is us. This is our show. This is our show.
Gosh.
Any ideas in the chat for more ideas about Larry and Juice, you let us know.
Yeah, we got to have 6 seasons ready to go so we can pitch this to the company.
Some NFL moves before we talk about the Tigers. Baseball starts today. You guys are aware of that, right?
Yeah.
We get real baseball today. Tonight.
Netflix has only been telling me for the last week. So
Yes. Netflix, by the way, are you interested in the show? We got a great idea for you. I'll give you the pitch.
We got you.
NFL draft is a month away. Gosh,
Crazy.
It's unbelievable.
Isn't that something?
It just...
From Pittsburgh. I'm heading there.
Like from at
You are going to the draft. I remember, you told me that. How'd you end up with doing that?
Well, my nieces go to Pitt, University of Pitt, so I'm going to meet my sister, brother-in-law, me and my wife. We're going to go for the weekend.
Are you going to the festival or
I'll be.
inside it and
We'll walk
everything?
around. Yeah, we'll figure our way around. I love Pittsburgh. Great city.
I agree with you.
Great city.
Well, I had when we went to the Pirates game, that was a lot of fun.
Beautiful stadium. Everything
Those
is
subs
great
are the
there.
most overrated subs I've ever had in my life.
Absolutely. We tried them though.
Everybody and their brother said, "Oh my gosh, you got to have." And there's a
Primanti
couple,
brothers.
Yeah, Primanti brothers. There's a couple around here.
Yeah.
But people are like, "No, you got to go to the original Primanti brothers."
I
And
did.
It was like
It's okay.
it was all right.
Yeah.
But I mean, people were talking like, "Give me Jersey Mike's every day of the week over that." Just one man's opinion.
Still good to hit the city's delicacies though.
Yeah.
You always. I'm a firm believer, and you have to try it, right?
Yeah. Like if you go to Cincy, you're going to have Skyline chili. Although I don't love it, going to have it.
I agree.
It's got that cinnamon taste to it.
I
Yeah,
agree with
it's
you.
odd.
And I haven't tried what Shelby just told us she had. What was it? Chicken
Pad Thai.
Chicken pad Thai. That's Thai food. That's
I'm
good
gonna
stuff.
try it.
It's delicious.
I'm gonna try it.
I stick with the beef egg noodles. Simple.
Are you happy? Is it safe to say Joe Flacco's your main crush?
Well, yeah, of
even
course.
over Caleb.
Well, yeah, of course. Joey Sparkly Eyes is my guy.
Even over Caleb.
Yeah,
he's back.
he is. The Cincinnati Bengals signed Joe Burrow. Excuse me, Joe. He will. Put it this way: he will take over for Joe Burrow.
Oh, he'll be in it sometime.
Once Burrow gets crushed,
Burrow's going to get hurt.
Joe
so-
Flacco will be in for Joe Burrow at some point. And if you're a Bengals fan and you saw Joe Burrow this weekend diving all over the field for flag football,
Getting pantsed.
your heart has got to be in your throat when you see that. And he's dating Jessica Alba, by the way. So
shout out.
Good for you, Joey Burr.
She's never not been.
And
fine.
Travis Kelce's back. Not only is he back, He gets a 3-year, $55 million deal.
There is no way that he will last that 3 years.
No.
Mark my words. I'll
I
bet
couldn't
you
believe it.
anything you want right now.
1 year.
There is no way that he will. He was done last year. Like
he was done the year before.
Legitimately, do you remember against the Lions? It was like, okay, you're going to look like Kelsey for the first gosh damn time all year. Of course, it's going to happen against us, right? It didn't help that we had who we had trying to cover him at that point in time. But like legitimately, I remember watching that game because I'm sure you guys are aware. The Chiefs are on every week, right?
They were.
Tony, you know, and the love that he had, that the Chiefs were on every week. And like watching Travis Kelce, it was like, okay, he's a shell of his former self, right?
Yeah.
There's no way he lasts 3 years,
Right.
man.
And don't forget, it's a fake contract, right? It's the NFL.
Most of them are.
Right. So he's going to get out of $54 million, maybe he takes home 35.
What's the guaranteed money?
I don't know.
That's all
Right.
you have to look at. That's the most important thing.
And that's chump change to him right now at this point.
It's all you have to. What's the guaranteed money? I mean, I'm sure it's up on Sport Track. I haven't wasted my time looking at it, but
Who
like
cares?
that is. I wish more people knew that. I have so many conversations with people. Did you see that 5-year, $300 million contract? Please read the fine print. What is the guaranteed money?
$2 million.
That's your contract.
Yes.
I have no other way to say that.
That's the NFL. They're like radio contracts.
I could say something, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say a word.
I'm still waiting for my contract back in the day. 105 days.
Shout out 105 man. Intern.
I'm not going to say anything. I could say something, but because you move on in life. Yeah, that's what you
do.
You just
Yeah.
move on in life.
Yeah.
But but you can compare them.
Yeah, you could.
Mm-hmm.
I think one's worse than the other.
Absolutely.
I think one's worse than
One
the
is
other.
like, you know.
Oh, it means nothing.
Right.
It doesn't.
This rundown is the same.
Hey,
Who's
you know what?
calling me?
You've been such a really good.
Someone from Loveland, Ohio.
Right in the middle of the
Is
show.
that you, Nitty Gritty?
Who's calling me? Maybe that should be part of Larry and Juice. Like Juice, when Juice's phone goes off, that's an ongoing bit.
That's 100% the ringtone. 100.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah. Then the best part is they act like they're doing you a favor.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this sucks, but you know what? You've been such a good employee. We're going to give you one extra check. Really?
Wow.
Even though there was a whole year left on my contract, you're the best.
Here's your manila
I'm so
envelope.
indebted, but you have to sign this sheet of paper
Yes.
saying you can't say anything bad about me.
No.
Who would ever say something bad about you? I'll never be that guy, though. Like, I honestly, that's, you know what? It's not worth my time. You know, there's some dudes that rip and tear, and I'm going to rip this guy, and whatever. Dude, best of luck to you. Seriously. That's kind of funny how it works out.
You just watch Larry and Juice to calm you down.
No, that's it's
a great show. Pick up your mood.
It usually does. It usually does. It's at 9 o'clock Thursday or 8 o'clock Thursday is when I get happy. Perez to AAA. Was that a bit of a surprise?
Wensiel Perez. It broke poor Travis's heart here at Woodward Sports.
Yeah.
Did you see him?
Yes.
He was like in tears. Wensiel Perez sent down because Kevin McGonigal got the call. And we didn't really talk about this. We just hit on it a little earlier. But the Tigers had an opportunity to send him down for a month and get an extra year of cheap pay for him. But they brought the kid up. He earned his way on. He will wear number 7.
Shout out.
Number 7. Now,
It's a
didn't
good
Pudge
number.
wear 7
Pudge
back in
was
the
7,
day?
yeah.
Pudge
was
wore 7 back in the day.
It's a nice number.
So McGonigal is up. He's an infielder. Where they plug him? Probably third base. Maybe sometimes it's short. We'll see. But from what I understood and from anything I saw and read from spring training, he earned his way on here. Sure, he had a couple of days where he didn't do well, but he earned his way on here.
That was the biggest tell to me, though, and what made me realize that he had a really good chance of making this team is he started out like gangbusters.
Yep.
And then he had the dip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how does a young player react to that kind of adversity? He brought it back up.
Yeah.
Like to me, that was like this guy's going to make the team.
It also coincided with Winsell not having the best spring
Right.
training session. So,
But,
yeah, it's a little bit of that. And it's kind of bittersweet because Winsell, since they've plugged him into this team, he's been a very, very useful player,
He is.
especially in the playoffs and stuff. He's had moments. I don't think it's the end for him, but definitely I would much rather see what the kid has, especially offensively. So,
100%.
Yeah, no problem.
You would never think this, but they run out of room on the roster. They have enough talent up here. Don't laugh. They have enough talent up here. Now, Parker Meadows probably should be down, but Max Clark is there. So this is your last chance, Parker.
I just don't.
It's his last chance.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
And
because
I
you
don't
will
see it
see
happening.
you will see Max Clark this year. I don't know when, but you will see him in center field.
Will I see Jace Young?
Maybe.
Will I see Colt Keith?
Colt Keith for sure.
Okay.
But he'll probably be a DH. I don't know where they're going to put him.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, it's talks that maybe he'll be, third base over there with a lot of guys. Matt Vierlin is back too, so
Yeah.
third base is kind of.
They got a lot of players.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sean, they do.
Flying over your head though.
They do.
Weren't we just talking about these two pieces as like they were going to be the centerpieces of the Tigers' resurgency?
Yeah, they
This
paid
is what
Colt
I remind
Keith.
people about prospects, and somehow people get mad at me. Like it's not my fault. Do you think I like it?
Yeah.
Do I like it? I don't like it. I'm just you guys. I'm always pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Bro, it's crazy to me that they paid Colt Keith like first before anybody.
It's absurd.
Before Riley Green. Like I know Scuba ain't getting signed, but Riley Green, what's up with that? Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, we'll see. So tonight, Giants and Yanks, and then tomorrow 4:10, 4:10, right?
Yep. Scooble gets the ball.
Gosh, I'm so glad that. Do you know what I'm not ready for though? Like Maz does a little dumb like sheet, like, and it so I'm gonna read verbatim what Maz wrote on here.
God.
Tigers open tomorrow in San Diego. Scooble starts Framber Friday, Flaherty Saturday, and JV Monday. I have no interest in the Jack Flaherty roller coaster.
He gonna be good this year.
Just stop it! You and Neil got to drop that, okay?
I like Jack.
Stop it!
I do like he's not the worst.
He's not the worst.
Is he gonna be bad, Jack, at some point?
Yes!
Absolutely.
Just if you can accept that, then I have no more qualms with you. No,
Absolutely.
Go in peace, KG.
You know what I called him last year? You loose cannon cop.
Yeah, that maniac cop, right?
Yeah. He's gonna have days where he gets to rest.
I would plead with Neil, please, Neil, please. Just accept that Bad Jack's real. Just accept it.
Can he star on Larry and Juice? Can he be a guest star?
Oh, he could be a crossover episode.
A crossover episode.
Oh,
there you go.
Bad Jack.
Remember when Batman and Green Hornet crossed over?
Yeah, there you go.
That would be it.
We cooking.
Wow.
Paramount hit us up.
I'm not. That's one thing I'm ill prepared
Got it,
for
bro.
this year. The whole Jack Flaherty thing. I am. I'm just.
But you know what? We depended on him last year. This year, you don't have to depend on him.
Yeah, that part.
Okay.
He's a 3.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe that'll. My blood pressure when that guy.
Yeah, I know.
just,
he might be a 4 if JV performs.
JV gets a cookie.
Dude, you know the outing's coming sooner rather than later. Where it's the first inning of the game and you're like, he's not getting anybody out.
Yeah.
He's not. And then all of a sudden he settles in and he goes
Strikes out 3 straight.
And it's like, wait, what? Where does this come from?
Or he'll be cruising for 4 innings and then just give
and
up
then it
an
just-
absurd amount of home runs for no reason.
You never know
Yeah.
when Bad Jack's going to show
He
up.
does give up the home run.
I swear, bro.
Lots of solo shots.
And it's usually in bunches, too.
Yeah, lots of solo shots in a row. He's going to be okay.
9 straight guys got on, and then he retires the next 15.
I swear.
And I'm just sitting there going, I'm not prepared for that. I just mentally, I'm trying to prepare myself.
He gonna
right?
be okay. He gonna be
My
okay.
kid and I were talking about that, like, because like Saturday we got nothing going on.
Shit,
and like, all right, we're gonna. Oh, Jack's on the mound.
To be honest with you, I'm more worried about Casey Mize than I am Jack Flaherty. And I think that's a legitimate concern that nobody's talking
Wait
about
a
right
second. Wasn't he the first overall pick?
now. He was. He was an all-star last year as well. He's struggling with that command still.
That's
what, scary.
But we've accepted that. We talked about
that's
that.
What he is.
Like he is what he is.
That is what he
like
is.
there isn't. You're not going to see bells and whistles out of him. He's a guy. That's what Casey Mize is, a guy. I'm not saying I don't want him. I'm not saying that he doesn't belong in the rotation. He's a guy.
He could be one of the best number 5 starters.
I hope, man. He did not have a good spring.
What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
It's almost like these prospects don't always pan out or something.
At least he's on the team.
Oh, thank the good Lord.
Yeah, he's on the team.
Yes.
And then Torque still.
And then Jackson Jobe. Wait till he comes back.
Yeah.
You might get a couple of innings out of him. You'll see. Maybe wait till September.
Because I'm shaking my fist at you.
You
You'll
wait.
all see.
I forgot about Olsen. Yeah, it'd be nice to get him back.
Isn't that fun? Like that.
Reese is out for the year. You might never see him again.
We have been so inundated with these can't miss guys. Like people forget. Like Jackson Jobe was another guy. Like he's got stuff. Nasty.
Jobe,
filthy.
Jobe do got stuff.
They passed up a lot of good players to draft those two pitchers.
Okay.
Like everyday players. I know. But that was Al.
Well, and
that wasn't Scott.
It doesn't matter. Stop it.
They're not Scott guys.
They aren't.
They're not Brasenio either.
No.
I don't even know if that's the right way you say his name.
That's our way.
Yeah,
that's our way. He's Brasenio.
Leave Brasenio alone, man.
By the way, Tigers opening day, and Benetti is going to be off because he's got to do the NBC game.
Yeah.
So Dan Dickerson will do the call
Shout
for
out.
Tigers opening day. So
fuck this fucking post game.
How can you like? I'm not going to complain about that.
No.
DD's one of the best in the business.
I mean, geez, we can't lose.
Listen, the comedy show.
I know.
I shared with you guys last
I know.
year.
Yeah,
we
if
know.
you want to make me a bad guy, go right ahead.
No.
We know.
The comedy show wasn't for me. Okay, it wasn't for me. All right.
It's really only Dirk.
Now, when Dan is with Andy,
You know, when it's cloudy, the sun's not out. Thanks, Andy. That was awesome.
When Benetti is with Petrie, is better.
way better.
Way better.
Now Dan with Andy is good because Dan doesn't throw him like comedy stuff.
Right.
Hey, yeah, back.
It's a hell of a noise.
Where are we going, KG?
We take another break?
Yeah, we have to. I have so many things that I have not.
I've got Art and Jakes to talk about.
Well, tell me about Art and Jakes.
I'll
man.
tell you about Art and Jakes, guys. March Madness is here, and Woodward Sports is teaming up with Art and Jakes Sports Bar and Grill for the whole tournament. You know what tomorrow is. It is the Sweet 16, and you're going to celebrate it at Art and Jakes with Woodward Sports on Friday. Both Michigan and Michigan State are playing. Make sure you're there. We will be there for every bracket-busting moment on their wall-to-wall screens. Over 80 televisions, 22 draft beers on tap, and a great menu stacked with fan favorites. Grab your crew. Get to Art and Jakes in Sterling Heights this week. Sterling Heights, right by the Utica Ballpark. You can't miss it. Art and Jakes and Woodward Sports and March Madness.
And can you tell us about Sam Adams?
I can tell you about Sam Adams. Not many things go together better than college basketball and a cold beer, and no beer says March quite like Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. You can get $5 shorts of Sam Adams Cherry Wheat in any Art and Jakes location across Michigan on Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. If I'm not mistaken, the tournament resumes on Thursday. Coincidence? I think not. Light, refreshing, brewed with real Michigan cherries, smooth enough to sip all game, win or lose. So check out Sam Adams Cherry Wheat at all Art and Jakes locations. $5 shorts, Sam Adams Cherry Wheat. Please drink responsibly.
Super chats when we come back.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
hate to tell you, energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut rot energy drinks and why don't you thrive for a change? It's just better.
Hey, guys, let's be honest. We're simpletons. We like simple things. Free bets, guaranteed winners. A guy telling me in a broadcast that if you hit the ball over the fence, it's called a home run. Uncomplicated. Like Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Walk in, sign in. Before you know it, you're handsome and clean. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Open 7 days a week. You can walk in anytime. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. It's wicked awesome.
And let Cartoon JB tell you about Gold Crown and the Royal Junior Jesters. 5 pre-rolls, 3.5 grams total, coated in keef and live resin and also THCA infused. These aren't your grandma's hit it twice and you know it's some Reggie pre-rolls. These are why am I so locked into Larry and June right now pre-rolls. Perfect for game day, celebrating wins, or when your team's down bad. Michigan made, premium quality. Next time you're at the dispo, ask for Royal Junior Jesters, because if you're gonna smoke, you should smoke like royalty.
All right, Mans, what did you want? You pointed at you like you wanted to say something.
Well, I'm gonna let Kenny do the super chats. Then I'm gonna read the winner, who's gonna go to the Grand Slam Festival
We'll
with us.
see you out there next Friday. Gang's
We
all
will.
going to be there,
Yes,
right?
sir. That's it.
Shelby, are you coming next Friday?
I'll be there.
Hey.
I was going to say, if you're not coming, I might not go.
The fans get to meet Shelby. Watch out.
We're going to the Grand Slam Festival, guys. Here you go, Kenny. Go ahead.
All right, super chats. We appreciate y'all contributing to the show.
Great
we
job,
start
fellas.
With snitching, Shad. You out here snitching, bro. $5 from you. Imagine if the Steelers stopped doing the terrible towel shit just because they lost once. Lions fans gets pumped too easily, and it's sickening. I think he's referring to the ski mask stuff. So it's one of them things, bro. It's one of them things. Zach Soap, $5 super chat in here. Remember when the Manders hit that field goal and Dan teared up? Also, fire Clearly or Drapes before Iserman. Love your show, guys.
Thank you.
They have to do a better job scouting across the board. Period. End of story.
Thanks, Zach.
I'm talking pro scouting. I'm talking drafts. And I challenge everybody out there, you hockey fans. I'm not going to waste time on the show. Go look at the drafts. Going back to 2019. You tell me how many of those guys have hit. You tell me. You tell me. Would you guys stop it? Just stop it.
I'm sorry, man. We got $10 in here from the OG Michael Weary. Shout out to you. Travis Kelsey's 2026 contract extension includes a $10.6 million restructure signing bonus as part of a fully guaranteed $12 million payout for the year.
There you
So
go.
$22 million out of the 50 some
there
odd
you
million.
go.
Yeah.
Devil's
Less
in
than
the
half.
details. Thank you, Michael.
Yep, less than half. Thanks, Mike.
Yeah. And that is all I have.
All right. Guess who's going to the Grand Slam Festival
Who's
with us?
going to the Grand Slam?
The creator, the man that got Larry and Juice going for me. Mark Daly, 48-47.
Hey.
Miami's line was a hot mess. There's no way Borum works as a starting tackle. If Borum is your right tackle, Teddy B plays over half your games. And that was the birth of Larry and Juice.
We immediately, we looked at each
Yep.
other and I go, it sounds like a sitcom. And he's like, it sounds like a cop song.
Oh, my God. Y'all
And
came
Larry
up with
and
the
Juice
jingle
was born.
instantly.
So, Mark Daly, you're going to email Anson at woodwardsports.com. Kenny will put it up in the chat for you.
Yes, sir.
And we will get you those tickets, and we will see you, not this Friday, but the following, which is Good Friday, which is opening day at the Grand Slam Festival.
Shout out. Congratulations.
You know, I raised my daughter the right way. Can I throw this out there? Because, she's coming home that weekend, and, she wants to hang out with me, which is just awesome.
Aw.
Because, how many kids, Shelby, you're a young college lady still, right? Do you go hang out with, your dad?
Yeah.
God bless you.
My dad's my best friend.
Like Lauren's like, Dad, we're hanging out. And I'm
Yeah,
like, oh.
it's great.
But then there's always a hook with my daughter. Right.
Well, she's going to hit you for the money.
Well,
and then say,
the
Dad.
money was immediate.
Yeah, but Dad, my friends are over there. Do you mind? No, go ahead, honey.
No, the money was immediate. Like that was like, I accept that and everything. But then it was, and I swear, and she denies it happens. But when she really wants something, she'll go, Diddy. Like she calls me Diddy.
Take that.
Diddy. I know. But I can't say that to my daughter.
It got ruined it's not her fault.
It's like when she says it, I immediately just go like this. I'm in a trance and just open up my wallet, right? But then like she was like, Diddy, are you going to opening day? And I said, no, I'm gonna go do a show and then I'll be out of there at 10 seconds and everything. And she was like, can we go to the store and get like Easter dinner? And I was like, what are you in the mood for? What would you, I cook a lot and everything. And she goes, can you make filet mignons? I raised that young girl right though, right?
Yeah, you did, for sure.
She asked for fillets.
Absolutely.
Right? It wasn't, some tofu or something. No, she wants fillets. So I was like, honey, we will go to the butcher. You can pick out the fillets that you want yourself. So that's going to be our day before the Tigers start.
Nice.
I love it.
And Mass will go, are you really leaving? And you're just going to see my car squealing away. Yes. But looking forward to seeing you all down there. It is a fantastic party. I have not experienced this, the tent itself. I have watched.
I got it.
I have literally watched from afar. And as I was at the boring opera house itself, bored out of my mind, I watched a party across the street. Now I'm glad I get to be in the party across the street. Those are my peeps. You know what I mean?
I do. Hey, we forgot to mention Dante.
Yeah.
He put in $5. The special episode for Larry and Juice. Larry and Juice in space. Brad Holmes, we have a problem, and it's not the offensive line. LOL.
Oh my God. That's
Larry and Juice in space.
He's got one of those old school astronaut helmets on. And he's just looking around.
He's floating like that. He's floating.
looking like Kazoo and shit. That's crazy.
That's a good one. That's like history of the world, right? Remember?
We are so dumb. Why do you guys watch this? Why, like
I
honestly,
swear I don't know why.
Ask yourself that question.
500 of y'all here watching us for that.
Thanks, guys. Hit that like button if you can, guys.
Might as well.
Appreciate you guys. Really.
Might as well.
Hey, happy birthday to Nitty Gritty. Enjoy,
Yeah.
bro. I know he's going to be hanging out here for a bit today. So we always appreciate you. Shelby, always appreciate you coming in. You lighten up the room, to be sure.
Thank you.
Maz, thank you.
Thank you.
We talked you. I know I talked you off the ledge today. You should.
Not really, but
you were ready to kill yourself an hour ago. No, you would. KG.
Larry and June saved him.
Larry and June saved
did.
you.
I love those guys. I do.
Great show.
I want them to be on my offensive line. I
Them
do.
and their hijinks. Oh,
I
yeah.
want them. The hijinks. Yes. Teddy Bridgewater's gonna be their best friend.
Could you imagine like
Teddy
sitting
Two
there?
Gloves.
It's like the second week of October, and we're sitting at home, and like Larry and Juice get put in. I will. So
Oh,
quickly,
my God.
I'll text Maz and KG right away, going, "They're in. It's
Oh
happening."
my God. Oh my God.
It's happening. It's really Larry and Juice are in.
Remember how I was watching LeBron the other night? I was at the state.
Yep.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on those two guys the whole year. God bless you, Larry and Juice.
They're both going to be gone by mid-August. Just set your watch to it.
Larry and Juice in
God
space.
bless you. See you tomorrow morning. Peace.
Like the flying lion.
Oh my God, we getting out of here.
Bye. Really, bye.
No,
See you guys.
seriously. As soon as I can find this graphic.
No, really.
Bye,
You know
Kenny.
what? We're on Mr. Krabs. That's
I'm
what
gonna
we
go
are.
right to you.